Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, I will be talking about the importance of a happy marriage. Allah Azza wa Jalla in the Quran, He said, وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ أَنْ خَلَقَ لَكُم مِّنْ أَنفُسِكُمْ أَزْوَاجًا لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا وَجَعَلَ بَيْنَكُمْ مَوَدَّةً وَرَحْمَةً إِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ لَآيَاتٍ لِقَوْمٍ يَتَفَكَّرُونَ. Allah Ta'ala, from His signs, from Allah Ta'ala's signs, from His greatness, one of the signs is that Allah, He made from ourselves our wives. Allah, He put love and compassion between husband and wife. And Allah Ta'ala is saying, in this there are a lot of signs, great signs for those people. They ponder, they contemplate, and they think. This is one relation in this world that Allah said, it is from my signs, it is from my greatness. It's so important, it's so vital that husband and wife, they have good relation, they have good understanding, they have mutual love. The husband and relationship, love, bond has to be there. This is Islam's teaching. In the Quran, Allah Ta'ala said, هُنَّ لِبَاسٌ لَكُمْ وَأَنْتُمْ لِبَاسٌ لَهُنْ. They are clothes for you, garments for you, and you are garments for your wives. It is very vital, very important that husband and wife, they share mutual love, mutual compassion, and they love each other deeply, and they don't allow any obstacle, any conflict, any argument to come in their life. Muhammad Rasulullah said, the most despised, abghazul halal, the most despicable and the most despised lawful things in the eyes of Allah is talaq, divorce. There's a hadith that when a husband divorces his wife, then this causes Allah Ta'ala's arash to tremble. Yes, if there's a valid reason, that's a different story. But for any other small reason or small stuff, for minor stuff, this talaq should never ever happen. So I will inshallah give some tips for a happy and successful marriage. If all the husband and wife in the world, inshallah, especially our Muslim husbands and wives, if we can inshallah inculcate these tips in our life, inshallah, Allah will make our marriage happy and blissful. And this is what Allah Ta'ala wants. First tip for a happy marriage is Allah Ta'ala's fear, taqwa. Allah Ta'ala's taqwa, fear of Allah. In the Quran, Allah Ta'ala, He mentioned about taqwa so many times. In the khutbah, in the masnoon khutbah of nikah, 3 ayats they are read, and they all speak about taqwa. It is a important lesson for us to understand, for us to think about it, that in the masnoon khutbah of nikah, we read 3 ayat, and they all speak about taqwa. We have to fear Allah. The husband has to be conscious and Allah fearing. The wife has to be she has to fear Allah. She has to be conscious of Allah Ta'ala. Allah is watching us. Allah is watching me. So Allah Ta'ala's fear is the first step for a happy and successful marriage. Number 2, never be angry at the same time. If anything's happening and husband and wife, if they're both angry at the same time, that is detrimental, that is dangerous. One Sahaba said, Ya Rasulullah, please give me some advice. Rasul said, do not be angry. La taghdab. And Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, He repeated this advice many times. He said, oh Sahaba, do not be angry. Do not be angry. Do not be angry. Number 3, if someone has to win an argument, let it be the other one. If there's an argument going on between husband and wife for any matter, for any issue, they both should let the other one be the winner. Why? Because Allah Subhanahu wa Taala said, even if you had the right, you are correct, but you let go an argument, you have earned a palace in Jannah. Number 4, never shout at each other until the house is on fire. In the Quran, Allah Ta'ala said, وَغْضُضْ مِنْ صَوْتِكَ إِنَّ أَنْكَرَ الْأَصْوَاتِ لَصَوْتُ الْحَمِيرِ. Lower your voice. Keep your voice down. Don't shout. Don't yell. Because the most disliked voice is the voice of donkey. Donkey. They shout. They yell. We are not donkey. We are not donkey. We are human beings. We are Muslims. Number 5, if the husband or wife has to criticize the other one, do it in a loving manner. Do it with affection and love. Rasulullah said, a mu'min is a mirror for another mu'min. It means that if a husband, he wants to admonish or advise or criticize his wife, or the wife, she wants to admonish or advise her husband, they should do it in a loving manner, with affection, with being silent, like a mirror. We can correct our mistakes, our defects, when we look at the mirror. The mirror does not shout, does not yell, does not speak bad, doesn't do anything. In the same manner, husband should be the mirror for his wife. Wife should be the mirror for her husband. Number 6, never bring mistakes of the past. Never bring up mistakes of the past. This is important, that as husband and wife, they are becoming old. Their life is passing by. And one is reminding the other, oh, you had this bad mistake. You did this mistake before. You had this quality before. You did this before. No, never bring up mistakes of the past. Right? Rasulullah said that Muslim who conceals the fault of another Muslim, Allah will conceal his fault on the day of Qiyamah. Husband, if he conceals the fault of his wife, if the wife, she conceals the fault of her husband, then inshallah, on the day of Qiyamah, Allah will conceal both their faults, their sin on the day of Qiyamah. Number 7, neglect the whole world, not your spouse. The wife, she can ignore or neglect the world, outside world, but not the husband. The husband, he can or he may neglect or ignore the world, but not his wife. Number 8, we should never, husband and wife, they should never go to sleep. They should never go to bed with an argument, unsettled. What if I die in this night? What if I pass away in this night? And the argument or the conflict was not settled, was not fixed. Rasulullah said that one Sahaba, he's Jannati, he's a person of Jannah. And they found out that this Sahaba's action was that he would forgive everyone before going to sleep. Number 9, if husband or wife, they did anything wrong, they did a mistake, then they should admit it and they should ask forgiveness from their spouse. If anyone did any mistake, if the husband or wife, they did something bad, they did a guilt, then they should admit it and they should ask forgiveness from their spouse. Why? Rasulullah said, Kullu bani Adam khattan. The son of Adam, they make mistakes. We do mistakes. Wa khayrul khatta'in at-tawwabun. The best people, those who make mistakes, are those who repent. So inshallah, if we can bring these tips and these qualities in our lives, then inshallah, there will be no dispute. There will be happy marriage, inshallah. All the husbands and all the wives, they will be happy. And Allah Ta'ala, He is so pleased, He is so happy when there is mutual love and strong relation, strong bond between husband and wife. And Allah gets angry, Allah gets displeased when husband and wife, they fight, they have argument. Allah Ta'ala give us tawfiq. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.